In addition to connecting with the past through activities at the schoolhouse, kids are also provided with the opportunity to learn about the prairie here.
Often kids that have never been to an open space. We've just recently had that experience, kids from Wichita that have never really even been to a city park. It's just an hour away, and that's very sad. But to expose the children to wide open space and the quiet, it's a whole new world, and you can see it in their face, and that I find to be so rewarding. And it's important. You know, I think it's very important for our future.
Heather also finds the preservation of the prairie to be very important to the future, remembering a lesson she learned through personal experience.
Where my folks live, there was 80 acres of native prairie that had never been tilled. And you know, I had that growing up all my life, and then there came a point when the original landowner, he passed on. Well, his kids, you know, financially, they just couldn't swing it. So they had to sell it, and I didn't know that it was being sold, and I didn't find out until actually I was driving home to my folks, and man, that 80 acres of native prairie had been tilled up. I just felt like a knife had just been shoved in my heart when I saw that, and that totally, you know, that 80 acres was just gone, and you never get it back.
The loss of such a personally significant piece of prairie left its mark. Heather recalls how it influenced her thinking when plans were being laid for the visitor center at the preserve.
We thought about having it down in an area on the bottomland, which is, there's a little bit of native prairie down there, and so I shared that story with the rest of the team, and I said, you know, I'm going to stick up with what I think, and I said, I can't go back to my staff and and to the visitors and say why it's okay for us to till up native prairie just for our visitor center. That is wrong. And so I think that maybe made people think a little bit about it. Yeah, it's just an acre or 2 acres, but a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, it is gone. But I am still very glad that we didn't tear up native prairie just for our own little selfish benefit. And I think if you stand up for something that you believe in and you teach kids that, you know, you need to stand up for what is right and wrong, you know, makes them think. Yeah. It's important to teach kids how to think.